First of all, I'd like to congratulate Boston University. Played a heck of a game. I want to thank the City of Fargo, Shields Arena, and all the people, staff at Shields Arena here for hosting us. Disappointing outcome, but I thought our guys battled extremely hard and couldn't be any more proud of them.
Thank you, Coach. At this time, again, we're going to start with the student athletes, and just to keep things organized, if you just raise your hand, I can acknowledge you and get you a mic. For your first question, just identify yourself and the news organization that you're representing, and just please, to wait to ask your question until you get a microphone. So we'll get, go ahead and raise who would like to start with questions for student athletes.
Brad Schlossman, Grand Forks Herald. Rhett, after you thought Dixon scored the goal, take us through that whole time, and did you think there was a chance it was going to be called back, or what was going on with you guys?
Yeah, it was a whirlwind of emotion for sure. I thought we did a really good job of sticking to it. We knew there was a chance. It was a pretty close call, and I thought we kind of settled ourselves down and played a really good game after that. And obviously that's a tough bounce, but I thought we answered the only way we could, and we just played as hard as we could.
Down over here. Here I can.
Christian, or Andy Rickoff with AM 1100 The Flag. Christian, what was it like end of the third period? You guys kind of made that comeback run.
Yeah, well, when the glass broke, we were brought in as a team by Coach, and Coach told us it was going to be one of the best comebacks in college hockey history, and we did that. Obviously, it was just a tough way to end it, but like Coach said, we battled. We did everything we could through a whirlwind of emotions in a big game, and just didn't end the way we wanted it to.
Christian, does it feel kind of like you guys have seen this story before out at Western Michigan and a bunch of games in the second half where you guys really piled up shots and came out on the other end of it?
Yeah, we played really, really well for the second half of the season, and when our lives were on the line, our backs were against the wall, we battled and showed what our team was really made of. And it's the game of hockey. It doesn't go the way you want it to go all the time, but I know there's not a single guy in that locker room that doesn't think they gave everything they had, and like I said, it's the way it goes sometimes.
Any other questions for the student athletes? All right, at this time we'll excuse the student athletes. Again, this was the longest NCAA tournament game for the University of North Dakota in their program's history. And now questions for head coach Brad Berry. We'll start with you, Brad.
Brad, in general, how did you think your team played today, or what was your general assessment of the game?
I thought we played a solid game. I thought there were different shifts in the game momentum-wise, but I thought for the most part our guys battled extremely hard, and we went down 2 goals early in the third period there, and I thought we were very resilient in staying with what we had to do. And I know that little time when the glass was broke, it gave our team a chance to reset a little bit, and that's what this team was based on all year. I mean, there's been a lot of adversity through the whole year, being young, and guys trying to find themselves, and again, it's just proof of how they've matured through the year. So we couldn't be any more proud of these guys as far as leaving everything on the ice. Very unfortunate the way it had to end on our behalf, but can't be any more proud of the group that we have.
Dane DeGray, College Hockey News. Can you talk a little bit more about the momentum shifts that you just mentioned to Brad?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're a team, when we watch them, they're a team that likes to get their chances off transition and off the rush, and I thought for the most part we did pretty good job. There's a couple instances where they got behind us, but I thought for the most part we controlled pucks. We played in their end of the rink for the majority of the game. Obviously at the end of the game, fatigue's a factor for both sides, and they made one more play than we did. But at the end of the day, that's what the game's all about, single elimination. And again, like I said, hats off to BU. They played a hard game, but can't be any more prouder than our guys, because they played a heck of a game. They did everything that we asked them to do.
Brad.
Brad, have you seen the offsides call, or what were your thoughts on that whole sequence?
Well, we only have one view of it. In between the intermission, before we had to go out for the other overtime, we looked at it, and it was tough. I mean, to me, it was probably the right call. We didn't have a clear, definitive view, because on the box side, as Ludwig Hoff went into the zone, and we can't really definitively see from our view, but obviously they took time to look at it, and there's very credible people here that are making the call, and they made the right call.
We have time for one more question. Let's bring it up here.
Matt Semish, USCHL. Brad, BU scores pretty early in the second period and again in the third period. Is that pretty much your sermon to your guys going into the overtime, the second overtime, that, BU might come out strong again?
Yeah, it's all the concepts of overtime. The biggest thing is getting shots to the net, getting bodies there, short shifts, the whole thing, and that's a very dynamic team offensively over there. That you can't let your guard down. Obviously they made a nice play to score the game-winning goal, and that's what that team is. They're an offensive skill team, and they can make that play. But like I said, at the end of the day, we presented enough opportunities on our side to win the game, and we didn't make the extra play. And again, that doesn't go to say that our guys didn't work hard. They battled extremely hard, and they created scoring opportunities. It's just that's the game. That's sports. Sometimes it doesn't always go in your favor, even though that you do all the right things.